Islam, the way by Bey. It is January the 1st, 2019, not 2018, 2019. And I'm on Arrington-Bey. It's 8:03 a.m. I don't have to be at work till another 2 hours, so I'm going to go ahead and read Islam. I'm going to start off by reading the Holy Quran. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent. Praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Merciful, Master of the Day of Requital. Thee do we serve, and Thee do we beseech for help. Guide us on the right path, the path of those upon whom Thou hast bestowed favors, and not those upon whom wrath is brought down, nor those who go astray. I'm going to read also the Bill of Rights, or the 10th Amendment, or part of the 10 Amendments. The Bill of Rights were ratified December 15th, 1791. I'm going to read Amendment 5 and Amendment 6. Amendment 5 says, no person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land of naval forces or in the militia, when in actual service in time of war or public danger, nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a life witness against himself, nor be deprived of liberty or property without due process of law, nor shall private be taken for public use without just compensation. Amendment 6 of the Bill of Rights, that was ratified December 15th of 1791. In all criminal prosecution, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by impartial jurisdiction of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation. So I'm going to read that again. In all criminal prosecution, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witness against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witness in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. Okay. That was the Bill of Rights. Now I'm going to read Section 5 of the 13th Amendment with 20 sections, that was ratified November 18th, 1865 by 3/4 of the several states. Section 5 of the 13th Amendment of the Constitution of the United States, ratified November 18th, 1865 by 3/4 of the several states. Persons held to service or labor for life in any state under the laws thereof may be taken into any territory of the United States south of north latitude 36 degrees 30. And the right to such service or labor shall not be impaired thereby. It says, and the right to such service or labor shall not be impaired thereby. And the territorial legislature thereof shall have the exclusive right to make and shall make all needful rules and regulations for the protection of such right, and also for the protection of such persons. But Congress or any territorial legislature shall not have power to impair or abolish such right of service in the said territory while in a territorial condition. Let me read that again. But Congress or any territorial legislature shall not have power to impair or abolish such right of service in the said territory while in a territorial condition without the consent of all the states south of said latitude which maintain such service. Islam. Okay, that's section 5. Then now I'm going to read the Holy Quran, Circle 7, Chapter 34, Sincerity. Islam. 1 second. Sincerity. O thou who art enamored with the beauty of truth, and hast fixed thy heart on the simplicity of her charms, hold fast thy fidelity. And let me show the book. Hold fast thy fidelity unto her, and forsake her not. Imani, are you listening to this? Mm-hmm. Once again, this is reference to truth, okay? The constancy of thy virtue shall crown thee with honor. The tongue of the sincere is rooted in heart. Hypocrisy and deceit have no place in his words. He blush at falsehood and is founded, but in speaking the truth he hath a steady eye. He support as a man the dignity of his character. To the arts of hypocrisy he scorned to stoop. He is consistent with himself. He is never embarrassed. He hath courage enough for truth, but to lie he is afraid. He is far above the meanness of dissimulation. The words of his mouth are the thoughts of his heart. Yet with prudence and caution he opened his lips. He studied what is right and speak with discretion. He advised with friendship. He reproved with freedom. And whatsoever he promised shall surely be performed. But the heart of the hypocrite is hid in his breast. He maketh his words in the simulation of truth. while the business of his life is only to deceive. He laughs in sorrow, he weeps in joy, and the words of his mouth have no interpretation. He work in the dark as a mole, and fancieth he is safe. But he blundereth into light, and is betrayed and exposed, with dirt on his head. He passeth his days in perpetual constraint. His tongue and heart are forever at variance. He laboreth for the character of a righteous man, and hug himself in the thoughts of his cunning. O fool, fool, the pains which thou takest to hide what thou art are more than would make thee what thou wouldst seem. And the children of wisdom shall mock at thy cunning. When in the midst of security thy disguise is stripped off, and the finger of derision shall point thee to scorn. Islam. And that is chapter 34, the holy instructions from the prophet, sincerity. That's it for now. Thank you, Islam. I hope you have a good day, Arrington-Bey. Islam.